Today is May the 8th. It's about 75 degrees in the morning in 2022. We're going to walk into the main square and come down and show you some of the central northern sections of Portimao. Right now we're in the southern section just north of Praca da Republica, and we'll be walking north through the main parts of the city. Initially along the river and then inland a little bit. Quiet Sunday morning. The sidewalks here are made up of these square little briquettes. They pound them in by hand. They dig them up and they're constantly working on it. It's beautiful, actually. There must be trillions and trillions throughout Portugal. Every city has them. Coming up on a circle right off of the main city square here in the central part of town. There's a bus stop. There's a parking garage going way downhill. And there are 4 Indian restaurants, all quite good, right next to one another. Kia dealership. Look at these old buildings right in the middle of this rotunda, a roundabout, the circle, whatever you would like to call it. A lot of underground parking below buildings in town. Nice little town square, but not many benches.
Well, this is not the town square.
No, it's not, but it's...
We gotta go that way or that way because of the church.
Okay.
Because I see the lights for the...
Okay.
I think we gotta go that way.
It's shower time, Carol says. Burned out old building. Not sure what it was. They have cranes everywhere in town.
Check out all the antennas on the roof.
Oh yes. I guess a lot of people don't have cable. Look at this paste job on the wall. Covering up the old tiles. Of course, we have our wiring. A lot of the walls in the building are solid brick, or solid concrete. They have to drill on the outside and run the wires along and drill where they're going to intersect with the interior. There's a stadium. Here's a bus stop. We've never had figured out the bus schedule or where the thing stops and what time to pick them up and whether they run on weekends or weekdays. The maps are so complex to try to squeeze too much on, but we only took one bus so far. There are trash collection little vehicles for deposit of trash everywhere in town. Very clean. Love Portugal. Lots of people rebuilding and recycling their tiles. That's for sale. Vending. Ginger. Park Almeida da Republica.
Needs a little work.
Needs a little work. That's oriented strand board that's seen better days. Here's some original wood.
Secret spot's coming up.
It is? Uh-oh. I'm not sure I could film this secret spot, because if I film this secret spot, it's not going to be a secret anymore. Oh well. Everybody's going to be here tomorrow because we filmed it.
Only if you go surfing.
Nice quiet little street, lots of trees. Very nice. Every now and then you see a upper apartment drop electric lines to charge their electric vehicle, but not many electric vehicles in town from what we can see. Something must have happened on the 1st of May, because that's what that street name is trying to indicate, the 1st of May. And there's a street in VRSA named the 5th of October.
See the multiple crosses? If you go left, that's the cemetery.
Uh-huh.
One cross is a church. Multiples is a cemetery.
Okay. We've been trying to work on our Portuguese. It's a very tough language for us. Number one, we're getting on an age and our memories are not great, so the vocabulary doesn't come back as quickly. And they truncate the fronts, middles, and backs of words and sentences. Makes it very difficult when they speak quickly, and they do. We're coming up on the main Centro Square, where a Jesuit church and a Roman Catholic church exists. It's a beautiful square. There's a big shopping area after that. It is the Jesuit building. Off in the distance with the bells and the towers is a church. Nice little park for the kids. This is the central area of Portimao. Little restaurant, bar, coffee shop at the end of the square. And that's the shopping street right there. Floristas. This is a shopping and restaurant street. typically closed to traffic, but some of the cross traffic still crosses. Look at some of these doors. They're magnificent. And I gather those are knockers. Pardon the expression. Flora Tropical. And there are some casualties, I guess, from the pandemic, the worldwide pandemic. Another outlet closed there. Cuckoo. Balsao Unico is a bank, I believe. Not all these places here are really good to eat. We had a bad hamburger in one of them. But you take your chances in tourist areas. This looks like a tourist area. Look at the finish on that building. Look at the windows. You notice orange trees growing right on the main streets here. Pretty remarkable. There are orange trees planted all across Portugal. We've been taking trains. There are millions of orange trees and tree groves on farms and residences. Kiddos, I guess that's toys. Not everyone is open today. Lots of oculistas here, eyeglass shops. Casa Carminho might be a hotel. And there's some of the cross traffic that's still patterns this way across this area. You have to be careful crossing here. And you'll notice they have payphones all over town, which you don't see much of anymore. There's a Cafe Brazil and a Loja Chinesa, which is a Chinese restaurant.
Uma mulher de 28 sofreu ferimentos graves em Lisboa. Um agente da PSP ficou ferido e 2 adeptos do Benfica.
Carol and I have a general rule: never eat in a place with pictures of the food. It usually works. There's a pasteleria. Downtown brunch and cocktails. Not too many people out here today. I bet you Praia da Republica is pretty busy though.
Yeah.
Why don't you say more?
Because I'm listening to you.
Oh, okay.
Not very busy today.
No, not here.
No.
But I bet you the beach is pretty busy. More side streets. You can see the roads are not very wide here. Of course, the town was built long before automobiles were even thought of. Nestle is here in a big way, another worldwide giant everywhere. Look at the tiles on this building. Not well maintained either. Yeah, look at the rust. Oh,
But the windows.
see, they're abandoned buildings. Yeah. Not even sheltered from the rain. There's a bunch of housing units over there. Finger art. I have no idea what that is.
They're getting haircuts for €5.
Oh. I guess so. Uh-huh. Another pastelaria. Prato da dia, by the way, is plate of the day. So this is sort of the end of that main shopping promenade. And we will.
I think we're pretty much at the end.
Pretty much at the end. One more shot of the street over here. And I guess we will head our way back.
So you can make your crab cake.
Yes, we found some crab in the supermarket. It looks like stone crab. They called it shoe crab. Carol looked it up in our translator, and it was a shoe crab, but we're trying to do more research on it. But it's huge. It's similar to a Dungeness. And we're going to try making crab cakes. We used in the United States a spice blend called Old Bay by McCormick. We tried to replicate it here because we couldn't find it. And we wound up ordering it from Amazon Spain, and we have a big supply of Old Bay now. So we're going to use that in our crab cakes today. We use it on grilled shrimp. The shrimp here are unbelievable and a very moderate price. We could buy 2 pounds of shrimp for €5, €8 for 2.5 pounds. And it's very good stuff.
Buy a German Shepherd and have to speak Russian to it.
Yes. Our son has a dog training business in New Jersey. Here's an old tree. And that's a replica of an old stone grinding mill.
And you can come to Portugal and listen to American music.
Yes, you can. That's
Gloria.
Olivia Gloria,
Song
yes.
Gloria.
It is. It's Gloria.
You even hear American music in the taxi cabs.
That's true. And you hear American music in our apartment because we blast it all the time. You notice there are not a lot of Portuguese specialty restaurants where they're serving mostly Portuguese food. We found a couple, but not nearly as prominent as you would think. And the Portuguese have such a marvelous history of food. It's just surprising to us that there isn't more.
Maybe we haven't looked for them.
Not really, we have a little bit, but only when we want to go special for it. We found one, it was pretty good. We'll go back.
This is your favorite cookware shop.
Yeah, we just love pots and pans, silverware, kitchenware. We used to own a restaurant for 20 years in Florida.
They have very nice quality.
Yeah, nice quality. And some of this is specialty Portuguese.
Wow. €400.
For the banana thing?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. That's what I said. Wow. Right?
Yeah.
That's expensive.
Look at the peanuts and the walnut, pumpkins, gourds.
Wow.
Yeah. And look at the plate of bacalhau, which is salted codfish. That's our ceramic.
That's €37 for the bowl.
Zapaterias is shoe stores and shoemakers. Clothing store, looks like for men. I've been looking for Portuguese clothing so that I don't have to look like a standout, but this camera's a dead giveaway. Walking along, shooting pictures, looking like a tourist.
You are a tourist.
I am a tourist, not quite. We're going to be a resident shortly. Made in Portugal. And a candy apple little smart car goes by, or whatever that was. Maybe I could buy some of these shirts and look like a Portuguese. Another shoe accessory place. More shoes.
Competition must be stiff. Floor and floor. Or one door apart.
Or it's the same outfit. Look, it's the same name. Flor Tropical.
Well, I guess they bought the other one. I guess so.
I don't know.
I guess it must be the same place.
I don't know.
Well, why would you have two separate buildings?
I don't know.
Unless you acquired the other.
I don't know.
You bought out your competition.
I don't know. Uh-huh. Franjinhas. Go.
We'll walk across and down.
Okay.
More of what's a little shopping alley.
Yes. Carol's favorite Skechers over there. Lots of shoes. Then you have Pro Runners, which I guess is a sporting shoe shop. Another barber shop. There's stylist. Bedding and towels.
Just trying to get an idea.
Yeah, we're going to need some fresh bedding. We didn't bring much, and it won't arrive for a couple of weeks yet when we move to Villarreal's de Santo Antonio. Now there's a fixer-upper. They use these weird bricks here. And as you can see, they don't always put them in straight, and they don't always fill the gaps with mortar. Buildings here frequently whistle with wind. There's a nice leather goods store. Another pasteleria. Another linen shop.
Let's walk down this street right by the cafe. 1940, cafe's been established.
Okay. Two Houses Cafe. Look at the tile on the front of those buildings. the ever-present pizzerias. They're everywhere, every few blocks sometimes within 50 yards of each other, 50 meters, 20 meters.
Wait.
Serving. Heading back toward Praca da Republica. Cozinha Tradicional, O Pipo. That is a Portuguese place, and they're closed. Superbock is a great beer that we love here. Never had it before we got to Portugal. I think we've been down the street before. Isn't there a Pingo down the street?
I believe so. One of these streets.
Uh-huh. Look at these old structures here. You wonder when that was built and when it was last inhabited. And look at the construction of the interior walls. All kinds of interesting mud packs and rocks to occupy space. Interesting. More face fronts, they don't look occupied anymore. But sometimes buildings this old really are occupied with residents. Internal medicine building. Edificio Ruby, that's the Ruby building. So this is the grab and go food and drinks, not to be confused with the smash and grab in the United States lately. Key shop, brooms and odds and ends. Okay, we are now walking south from the Centro Portimao area back down to our apartment in the south of Portimao, going toward Praca da Republica. Cardiologist. Carol's crossing at the crosswalks that are marked. And that's our home at the moment. We'll be moving in 3 weeks. So our step count for the day is about 12,000 steps or 24,000 feet, which equates to almost 5 miles.